Hello and welcome to another episode of Cyrils Brettspiele. My name is Nils and today, in a nutshell, Blood and Fortune. A very cool looking game. I was super impressed by the quality of the artwork and the quality of the game from a Japanese game. So you see the signs in here. Wow, that blew my mind. I was really interested in trying it out. It's up to 6 players. So, and you have this really cool fractions: blue, teal, green, and so on, orange, red, and yellow. So, and on your turn, you have this really interesting point tracker. It goes from 0 to 15, and then from 16 to 39. What you're doing is you have a fraction card like this, and you match that like this, and now you know the points. These point cards has also special abilities here. So these special abilities here, they you may play with it or may not. It really depends on if you wanted to or not. So you can play it both ways. However, what you're doing is you have, each person has 5 of these cards. 3 1s and 2 2s, and also you have cards from 1 to 15 with special abilities. And on your turn, you are offering one of your opponents 2 cards. That could be one of these special cards, it could be 2 of them. He has to take one and put it right next to his fraction card. So he is building a string of different cards from different people. You put them face down. And the really important part is, when it comes to flip over, you count the points you seeded out in the world. Let's say these 3 cards are somewhere visible by other players, plus all of them. But here's a catch: only the last 2 counts. So this will be eliminated and not counting for red, but also not for you. So I would get 1, 2, 3 points, and if I seeded all of these out, I will get 8 points. You play that over 3 rounds, and whoever has the most points win. These 15 cards, they are the spice of the game. They are shaking that up. So for an example here, this is offer any 1 card from your hand to another player, and you count them up from 1 to 15. So if I know, for an example, that red, for an example, has his 2-player under green, then I might give green my 2 card, so that will be the last card in the row, and things like that. And these cards are really shaking that game up. Like always, in a nutshell, let's talk about my personal experiences and my loves or hates on this game. Again, I unpacked this game and I looked at the artwork and I thought, well, that's great. Then I started reading the rules and I thought, well, that's great. So I had really high expectations, especially because I have never heard about the publisher or the designer before. I thought, well, he did a really, really good job, and the quality is also really good. And I played it. I would say, more than any other game I play tested Blood and Fortune, and every time I really wanted that it clicks, but it really never clicks. I don't know why, but maybe I'm too tactical or strategical, I don't know. In the first rounds, you're always trying to get 2 1s. Why? This is a guaranteed point and nobody can take it away. So you wanted probably to take the 2 2s in the last 2 rounds. So in the second last, you can give it. If you get 1 back, you can get it, and so on. You don't want to give that out in your first round. But it really felt so short, and I mean, there are always these deals going around the table so that the winner, everybody is giving the winner not so much, but hey, it's pretty lame. Also, this one here, there's a cool mechanic how you get these cards. So you draw a card, you take a look at it, put it in front of you, and then it's reverse drafting. So you put it in front of you and take one of the others. So you knew 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 4 or 2 out of 5 or 2 out of 6 of these cards. So you have a little bit more knowledge than just your own card. But there's also a rule that you can give this cards to someone else, so you might get even information about the third card. But there's such a high disadvantage of getting one of these cards, except for there's a negative card in it, then you wanted to give it away. But even that, well, no, it was always that we thought, well, after 2 rounds, hopefully it's over. And this is always a bad sign. Again, I play tested Blood and Fortune a lot of, I know. But for me, it never really clicked. I don't know why. And I have a couple of playtesters who really never wanted to play Blood and Fortune again. So I tested it with 6 or 7 different groups just to get as much input as possible. And honestly, I think I never found someone who said, oh, I need this game. This is the best game ever. There were a couple of, okay, I would play it again if you forced me, but no one who wanted to bring it out immediately again on the table, except for me for playtesting purposes. Yeah, sorry for being so rude, Blood and Fortune, but that was my personal experience. Sorry. This was Nils, Cyrils Brettspiele. Yeah, and this was another In a Nutshell, this time with Blood and Fortune. See you next time. Bye bye.